Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week, and this week we're in Friendswood, just south of Houston, at a place that infuses some fun flavors, Brasserie, 1895. In a part of Texas known for Tex-Mex and barbecue, this fancy fine establishment in Friendswood feels a bit different than the rest.
We have a lot of people, foodies if you will, that come for the adventure, you know.
Owner and chef Chris Jacob is originally from Poteet.
What's the guy from Poteet doing down here in Friendswood?
Girls.
His wife Megan works with him at this uniquely named restaurant. 1895 for the year Friendswood was established. Brasserie, well, that's a European thing.
When you go to a brasserie in Europe, they don't have suburbs, so they have neighborhoods. And each neighborhood has their own brasserie. It's a place you go hang out, the bar. A lot of them make their own beer, cocktails, and just simple food, but it's really just a hangout.
I was way off. And to complete the European feel, the je ne sais quoi rich foundation for fine food and drink, Chef Bill from Belgium fits the bill.
A lot of people ask me why Texas, so I tell them why not.
After explaining our show concept,
Okay, so what is exactly the bucket? Explain
kick in
that.
the bucket. Chris and Bill were ready to throw down on the mix of Texas flavors with French flair.
He's talkative when things aren't going right. Then he's talkative.
I used to teach for 36 years, I talk enough.
These two have been at each other's side since the mid-90s, when Chris went to culinary school.
Everything that he did, he just changed my perspective of cooking, and I think at that point, that's when I fell in love with cooking. So I saw what he could do, and I said, man, I gotta know how to do that.
Begins as a student, finish as my boss.
He was retired, and then when I opened this, he was bored of sitting in his chair at the house. He said, "Oh, I'm coming." So he's here every day.
Well, we couldn't wait to see what these two put together. And with the assortment of incredible cooking knowledge, there's no way we can feature just one dish. We're going with the burger and chicken fried steak with foie gras gravy. Sacre bleu!
We use a lot of different products that you may not be comfortable with, but when you actually taste them prepared correctly, it's great.
My rear end is hot. Hot. First, Chris prepared the burger. Is there a name for this burger?
The 1895 burger.
1895 burger?
Yeah. You
Is
got
it-
that salad, Tony?
Is it 1895? Hey-o!
Hello.
A simple beef patty is cooked with salt and pepper, then topped with some unique cheeses.
So we got Gruyere in here. We have some brie. We're gonna do a thing called gratin.
Do you see how much brie is in this thing? Wow, you're not light with that stuff.
No,
Then a house-made onion raisin jam.
Those are huge raisins, they look like cherries.
they're plumped up with cognac.
And that completes the burger.
It's the smell. It smells delicious.
Oh my gosh. Like an incredible cheese wine cracker.
Man, that is a beautiful looking burger. Wow. On to the chicken fried steak, which starts with beef cutlets marinated in buttermilk for 3 days.
And we go into what I call a cow dust.
Cow dust.
Cow dust.
Is that really Rice Krispies in there?
Rice, crispy, garlic, onion.
Wow.
As those fry up,
Onto the green beans and the foie gras gravy.
Oh yes, the full, I can't say that word.
Foie.
We have established that very much so during our shooting. Foie gras? Foie gras. Foie gras?
Don't say faux, that means fake.
Foie gras. Fur.
more on that later. Back to closing things out on the chicken fried steak.
Man, that's like some fancy French cooking or something. Like, you know what you're doing.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Potato puree and the pieces of steak get a stout side of foie gras gravy.
The sauce, gravy if you will, is actually a white wine reduction with a chicken stock reduction with a heavy cream reduction, and then we finish it with foie gras and truffle.
Apparently, putting on the fancy sauce was the only way Chef Bill would allow something like chicken fried steak on the menu.
If you ask Bill to do a chicken fried steak, he'd probably tell you, dude, we're not doing chicken fried steak.
Well, we are.
Ain't that some gravy? We'll start with what we know best, the burger. See what a little burger tastes like.
I think their food is fresh and delicious.
It is excellent. I mean, it is excellent.
It tastes great, and the ingredients are really high end.
Throw in a little onion raisin jam and you've got a pop, an incredible flavor, along with the sweetness of that brie and Gruyere cheese. Such simplicity, yet so much good flavor. Wow. We have that chicken fried steak, but we'll take one more bite. Definitely feel like you need a glass of wine with that burger. So let's check out the chicken fried steak with a foie gras gravy. Of course, you see the chicken fried steak, it is just sitting in a bath of that gravy with those puree potatoes and some fancy green beans, but we are gonna go straight for the good stuff. and cut off a little piece of that chicken fried steak. And you know what? I've never had foie gras, however the foie you say it, foie gras. I've never had foie gras, but we're just gonna go for it. I mean, we've had chicken livers in South Texas, so it can't be that bad, right?
Having never tried foie gras before, I was a bit surprised.
Quite frankly, freaking amazing.
Normally, there's no guy around here that's gonna say, yeah, man, sure, dude, I'm up for the foie gras gravy. But once they taste it, man, it's gold.
It's fresh, it's very creative, and you can't get it anywhere else, and you could never replicate it.
That sauce that's not overpowering, but so much more flavorful than gravy. Oh, man.
It's a little rich, but it's done very subtly. It's exquisite.
So you know, whenever you're done with your chicken fried steak, you got all that stuff kind of piled together. Imagine getting it all sopped up with foie gras gravy. I had no idea it would be this good, and it is good. Man, my mom's French side's coming through.
I don't really know anything about food, but I know that it's really good.
Well, with flavors from across the pond and a little bit of home cooking mixed all together, Brasserie 1895 in Friendswood, Texas is definitely well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list. Oh, that's fine.
That is a true definition of this fusion between Bill and myself, you know?
Oh, I'm in heaven.
It might be the best meal you've ever had.